Now, this particular technique, you're going to start from Ichi-no-Kamae, and you're going to be using the Shuko as a way to deflect the sword that's coming in. So they're going to be like in a Chudan or Seigan no Kamae, a middle level posture, and they're coming in with a ski. Now, in this particular kata, you're trying to bait them in so that you can work off of that. This particular kata is teaching us how to use the Shuko and use it against the sword so that you can close and use the metal bands for banging on or striking onto your opponent, okay? So the idea is I want you to imagine while I go through the motion here, and then we'll bring people in and we can do the technique, but they're in the, like I said, the Chudan stance, and they're going to be coming in with a ski. They even might be all the way back, right side back, you know, and in position just for this strong thrust coming in, right? But you're trying to bait them into that type of attack, and they're just coming in with a ski to the upper, like the neck, the heart, that sort of thing. Now, the technique itself is, as I'm leaning back in Ichi-no-Kamae, they come in with the ski. You're using the Shuko, and you're going to strike the blade with the metal bands. You're striking it out of the way, so you're going to hit the sword, okay? And as this happens from Ichi-no-Kamae, I strike, and you're shuffling in. This hand stays here as a check. This one comes in with Uroshuto, and you're banging that metal onto their jaw, hammering in this way with that Uroshuto, and then you go in for the evasion. Now, there's another variation of the technique that we're going to work as well. You're going to use the back of the Shuko, and as they come in, you're going to strike it using an outward, right? Striking an outward block this way using your ukewaza. And as you strike here, using that band to get away from the sword, then you explode off of that back leg, because we've loaded on it from Ichi-no-Kamae. You explode off of that back leg, shift using your Tai Sabaki, and then come in with a Mote Shuto, and then into that neck, okay? The goal of training today isn't to do all the techniques of this section and all the techniques of this section and all the that's not the goal. The goal is to train in the TOGAKURE RYU and give respect and honor back to this ancient tradition. So we're going to train in a few techniques of all the different categories and stealth walking and all that kind of stuff, and just kind of train in this ancient tradition. That's the purpose of today, okay? Technique we're going to work on now is called Itto Dori. All right, so basically we're going to be controlling the blade. It's the last one that we're going to work from the Ukemi Gata before we move on to the Santo Tanko no Kata. Now, again, just like the other techniques, we're going to start out in Ichi-no-Kamae. When you're leaning back in Ichi-no-Kamae, they're cutting down. You're going to want to capture the blade with the Shuko. I'm sure you've seen all those ninja movies where you see the ninja clap their hands and catch a sword, right? It's not how it really happened. What really happened is they're wearing some shit like this to be able to do that, okay? Now you're gonna have to jam the sword before it's coming down. Don't wait for the damn thing to get to you. Because I don't know if anybody's ever seen, you know, a live katana cut through shit, but a live katana is gonna cut through metal. It's not gonna save yourself, and this ain't gonna save you if you're catching the blade as it's coming down with full force and torque and power coming down on you. You gotta capture the blade, okay? Itto Dori, right? So as these in Jodan, right when they start to cut down, you shoot in. Again, you're in Ichi, so you're back loaded, right? You shoot in and you capture the blade with the Shuko, jamming it up. Now, once you've pushed the blade up in this position, at this point you're going to shoot off that back hip, and you're going to jump. You're going to capture the blade like this, and you're going to get the claw of the Shuko, and you're going to kind of twist it like that to get a good firm grip on that blade. Okay, so I've captured the blade, I jump, and I'm here. Now once I've got the blade and I've captured it and I'm holding on, I'm going to throw a Shuto. At the same time I'm ripping this out of the hand. Bang! He goes back, I'll pull the sword, and then I'm going back to Zanshin. Okay. As he's cutting down, I want to jump here. See how I've caught it here? If he cuts down, if I wait for him to get all the way here before I capture it, I'm fucked. This is not the time to do it. Generally, this is the sharpest part of the blade, then here, and then here. You want to capture this technique on the bottom third of the blade. You've got to capture and push. It's not here. Make sure when you push up, you twist. See, I've got, hear that metal? Push up, twist. I jump around. This is going to capture here. See again? And I'm twisting. Right now from here, I'm going to throw this, strike to release that. Then I'm going to capture and then come back into position. Okay, and go back to Zanshin. Now, while I'm holding the sword, I thought I would explain one more thing to you. A lot of times there are, like in the TOGAKURE RYU, they have the ninja biken, right? The Shinobi katana, the sword techniques. This is not the particular sword that they train with in the TOGAKURE RYU. This is the sword that we're training with today to do these drills. However, if you're going to hold a sword while wearing Shuko, the important aspect is the hooks go on the outside like this. They're not going to go here. See, like this, right? I'm not going to do this and then grab on. That's incorrect. The handles go on the inside like this, and then I hook it like this. See that? And that, when you push the pressure, now I've got a firm grip, and now I can still control and do what I need to do with the sword. But if I do it this way, if I have the Shuko and I've got the claw in between the handle and my hand, or even if I try to just finger it like this, see that claw like this or this, that isn't going to give me a good enough grip. And if someone charges, you've got the points coming back to you, which then could harm you and you could lose grip. So what you do when you're gripping a sword, if you're wearing the Shuko, you're going to put this around like this, thumb here, this like this, thumb, and this is the correct way of how to hold a sword when fighting with the Shinobi katana, okay? And that's kind of an important aspect because there are going to be techniques where you have to wear the Shuko while you're using the Shinobi katana when you study the Ninja Piken, right?
Right.
So let's look at this technique again, Itto Dori. I know it's a little side note, sorry. Thought I'd give you guys a little information there. As he's cutting down, right? As he's cutting down, go ahead. I want to jam it right there. Jam up, push up, clip, capture, strike, step back to Zanshin.